Well, here we are then. It's the day of the Newcastle game, and I don't know about you, when West Ham are playing anyone, even if it's, say, Liverpool away, one of those fixtures that you dread, you know, you look in the calendar, you think, oh, God, you know, not looking forward to that game. And when it comes to the game, I always will, in the back of my mind, feel it's unlikely we're going to get something. But then I always sort of draw out sort of reasons to be a little bit hopeful, a little bit optimistic. I might turn around and think, oh, well, do you know what? Bowen's in good form. We might be able to grab a goal. And, you know, Somerville has been on it. And Paqueta, if he just shows that bit of magic, you never know. And do you know what? We're not been defending too bad. I always try and lean on things to sort of go, you never know, you know. It might be Liverpool away. It might be Man City away. It might be whatever. You know, one of these tough fixtures. And I'll find a reason to be a little bit optimistic, a tiny little bit, just to get me through it, really. Just to give me that. When I go into the game thinking, you never know. I can't. I honestly can't with this game. And it's so frustrating to feel that way. I shouldn't be feeling it because let's get it straight, right? No disrespect to Newcastle at all. But it shouldn't be a fixture where you go, we've got no hope at all. You know, Newcastle aren't, you know, they're a good side, but they're not world beaters. You know what I mean? It's not like we're playing a bloody... As I say, I would say Man City now, you know, maybe Liverpool away, something like that, a Bayern Munich away, something where you think, oh, God, we're going to really struggle with. This is a game where you think, well, you know, we could get something. Obviously, we had that game, didn't we? Well, the repeat last season where we were winning and then threw it away, which was horrendous. But we've won there in recent seasons as well. We've had some big wins up there. So it's... We shouldn't. Well, my point is, we shouldn't be feeling this way against a team like Newcastle. As I say, no disrespect to them, but I don't think we should be feeling this. But that's how I do feel. And even now, ahead of the game, I'm still confident that we're going to lose. I'm still confident, and not only we're going to lose, I think it's going to be a heavy defeat. I just can't muster up that enthusiasm for it in terms of us getting something, just because there's no evidence for it. Lopetegui's under massive pressure. We've talked about it enough. I don't want to keep talking about it too much at the moment because it does feel like, well, it's just going to be the subject, isn't it? It's going to rumble on now until he goes, as far as I'm concerned, because I do feel like it's inevitable. He is going to go. By the way, before I carry on with the video, if you're new to the channel, do subscribe. It's free to do so. It literally takes a couple of seconds, and the same for hitting that like button. Honestly, it really helps out our channel. And I do appreciate as well. So a couple of people made a comment and said, oh, I've liked your video and really appreciate it and all that. I really do appreciate it. Honestly, you don't realise what that little gesture means actually for the channel. So it really does mean a lot. So really appreciate you doing so. I'm going to talk about Max Kilman, though, and talk about his comments leading into this game. Now, this is PR stuff, right? This is coming from official West Ham website, whufc.com. Okay, and it is PR stuff. You know that they do put out a lot of old spiel, and I get it. I get why they do it. I do kind of get it. You know, they do need to be seen to send out the right message, and I do understand it. And I'm a bit of a sucker for it a little bit. I'm going to be honest. Now, my point is, though, with this one from Kilman, if he'd said this right at the beginning of the season, say like 2 or 3 games in the season, I would have really read this and gone, yeah, good point. Good point. I'm struggling to feel the same because it's where we are now in the season and what we've seen so far. So this is Kilman basically defending Lopetegui. Obviously, the players aren't stupid. They're trying to brush it off. The club are desperately trying to paint this picture of, everything's fine. We're all relaxed. We're all excited. We're all really excited about today's game. Really? Really excited? Because I'm not excited. And I can't think of one West Ham fan at the moment. I've not met one fan that said to me, really looking forward to this game. Especially the bloody poor buggers that got to travel that way. Honestly, hats off to you. Anyone's going, you know, fair play one and look after yourselves. Obviously, the weather's been torrid recently. I know the wind's calmed down now, thank God. But, you know, it's a long old trip and it's a Monday night and it's cold. And, yeah, so fair play to everyone going up there. Now, but this is what Kilman has said, right, about the situation. He said, it always takes time when new players and a new manager come together, okay? It's maybe taken a bit longer than we would have liked, but we have a really good squad and an exciting way that we want to play. What is that exciting way then? I mean, sorry, I've not seen any evidence of anything exciting about the way we're playing. It looks dire, actually. I don't see any. I'm really struggling to understand this because we don't see any evidence of this. This is what's frustrating me. I'm reading this thinking, see, if I'd read this a couple of months ago, I probably would have felt a bit, okay, yeah, fair enough. Oh, it sounds pretty good. It made me feel optimistic. It just annoys me, if anything, now. these kind of comments. Because I'm sitting there thinking, well, hang on. I've just watched bloody Chelsea play, watching those other teams play that have got new managers. And, Liverpool just went and got a result against Southampton, of course, and top of the league. Chelsea not far behind. These are new managers. They've got new ideas and they seem to be getting their message across pretty quickly. Their players are picking it up. Why can't we? So I just can't buy into that. And I don't like this exciting way we want to play. I mean, I'm struggling to see what the hell that is. He said, he went on to say, I worked under him, i.e. Lopetegui at Wolves, and he's a great manager with a great reputation. Not sure about that. So I'm loving working under him again. We're really enjoying working with all. Oh no, I'm really enjoying working with my teammates. Okay, I thought he was going to say we're all really enjoying working with him. Well, that's bloody not true because we've seen the players that aren't too happy. Look, as I say, I'm taking it with a pinch of salt. I do get it. I do understand the club are going to say to him, "Look, Max, look, we're going to do an interview with you. Can you just try and keep New York?" I'm sure they will give him some kind of remit because he's not going to come out and say, "Yeah, it's been really shite." I think his days are numbered. I get that. I get that he's not going to come out and say that, but you know what I mean? It's but this is where I think he gets a bit fluffy. He went, all of it's a bit fluffy, let's be honest. He says, St James's Park is always a tough place to go, and the sport is really good. It's going to be tough, but we are really looking forward to it. I mean, I don't think they are. I doubt there's many associated with this club right looking forward to this tonight. I'll be surprised if many fans, players are up for this. I don't think they will be. I don't get any impression from these fat players that they're enjoying their time under Lopetegui, enjoying what's happening this season. They can't be. How can you really honestly be looking forward to this? I struggle to believe it. These are the kind of games and atmospheres you want to be a part of, right? And I think this is the kind of match now that we can really push on. It's interesting what it says here. Our next two games, which is talking about Newcastle and Arsenal, are huge. And we know if we can get good results, a lot will change for us. That's our plan, and that's what we're looking to do. Look, I would love nothing more than to Lopetegui to say, have that, Carlo. Shut your face. I know what I'm doing. I've just got a result against Newcastle and I've gone and got a result against Arsenal. I would go fair play. But it's going to take a miracle for that to happen. Let's be honest. For West Ham to go and get a result against Newcastle and get a result against Arsenal, it is of fantasy. It's miracle stuff. I just do not see it. There's no evidence to suggest. Now, see, these comments from Kilman, have we had evidence for the reasons to be optimistic? If you go, God, we have played some really good, we have put in some good performances this season. We've been a bit unlucky a few games. You could lean on that a bit, but there's nothing. I mean, as I say, I do get that he's got to say these sort of things, but bloody Nora, I mean, it is a load of old waffle as far as I'm concerned. I mean, but I'm going to let him get on with it. It's all we can do, isn't it? And it's down to them because we've heard all this fluff before. So I'm funny enough, I'm going to refer to this when we do the video. When I do the next video, which does the review of the game, I'm going to refer back to this from Kilman. Because the amount of times that you get this stuff from these players and then you get the complete opposite out on the pitch, it's quite shocking. It really is. Before I go into this, by the way, this top, Firebox, Firebox. These are going to be our new sponsors for the channel. So they've just sent the stuff through. We've got the bits coming out this week and we have discount codes. I'm really picky, but we are really picky who sponsors the channel and who we work with and things like that. And what they did was they said, well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll send you some bits down to have and wear. If you don't like it, send it back and we haven't got to push it forward. I said, yeah, get it all over to us. I'll tell you what, it's beautiful. I don't, you can't really see it very well in there, but this is a lovely little zip up top. They do some lovely bits. I'm going to get the links. So we've got discounts. I think it's like 25% discounts. I'll give you all the details of that this week. But yeah, really lovely. And just in time for Christmas, I'm saying as well, because they do some lovely clothing, really good prices. What I like about it the most, right, is the quality of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm really fussy with things like that. Like, I want things to feel really good and nice. And this feels lovely. It fits beautifully. It's nice. So yeah, Firebox. There'll be a bit more about that coming out this week. Also, I want to add as well, just a bit of to add on from yesterday's preview. I put Edson Alvarez in my team. I put him in my team because I thought he was back. I've been led to believe that Edson Alvarez is back for this game. I didn't consider the fact that because he's had 2 red cards, that he had an extra game. So Lopetegui mentioned it in his press conference, and I thought, what's he banging on about, you know? Anyway, got it checked out. Anyway, it's fine. So it turns out he's correct, and Edson Alvarez is actually out for tonight. So just add a little bit more to tonight, just to build that encouragement up a bit more. Our defensive midfielder, number 1 midfielder, is now out of tonight's game as well. Brilliant. So that means then we've got another issue to deal with. Yeah, so no Edson Alvarez by all accounts. So that's a bit of a blow. but I don't know if it makes much difference. Like, do you know what I mean? It's not like I go, oh, that's us knackered now. I kind of feel that anyway with him playing. I already said 4-0, I think predicted 4-0 to Newcastle. So yeah, as you can tell, not overly optimistic about tonight. But there we have it. Look, it's I don't want to keep slating the club. I really don't want to give the impression that I'm someone that wants to do videos on a channel just to moan and gripe and throw my toys out the pram. Really, we are not a channel like that. We really try to, I would say, lean on some optimism, but just try to be encouraging a little bit. I want to enjoy, West Ham, like we all do. You know what I mean? I really do. I'm someone that always tries to look to the positives of everything, but I'm struggling at the moment. I really am struggling. And as I say, I hope West Ham really do prove me wrong tonight. I don't know how I would have any hope of that happening, but you never know. Let's see. Come on, you Irons.